morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you've not been before. My name is Alex and welcome to Lincolnshire. So today is day 19 of our 28 days weight loss challenge and I'm out for a walk and the weather is finally back. I mean, just please stay here with me, stay sunshine till the time I go on my holiday. I know I'm being a bit selfish, but it's just, you feel so much different when there is a bit of sunshine out there, isn't it? So anyway, I've just completed 6.5 kilometers. I've still got about 2.5 to get back home. So yeah, we're doing well. And this is so much more enjoyable than my workout last night. So yeah, I don't know. I need to think about the workouts I can do and actually enjoy. Because it truly is very important that whatever activity you do, that you really enjoy, even if it's just taking a walk, just do anything that makes you happy. So it's good to challenge yourself, like I do sometimes with those workouts, and I feel like if I've not done it one day, then I should do it next day. However, I just feel like I'm gonna stick to the things that I just enjoy doing. So cycling is one of them, and yeah, but I do feel the difference when I spend that 10-15 minutes working out with like dumbbells and things like this. So yeah, just perhaps not the workout I've done last night. I was trying to challenge myself to do it every single day, but I think it would just kill it for me. So yeah, let's just carry on with the stuff that we enjoy doing. Hello again. So I've started my day today with 8.5 kilometers walk again, which is just, it still amazes me that I'm actually doing that much activities in a day. So after I finished my walk, I went home, done a bit of rest, and then I went for my bike. So the bike workout, I did 987 calories today, just that little to that 1,000, but never mind, it doesn't matter, at least we've done it. And then we're getting another one tomorrow and we're getting closer and closer to those holidays. And I did actually order some clothes. I have absolutely no idea if it's gonna be okay. I did order a bikini and I've ordered a tankini. So let's see. Otherwise I've got probably like some one-piece swimming suits, so I can always wear that. But yeah, I'm gonna attempt to wear that bikini and see how I feel about it. I have absolutely no idea. And today just went super quick. And my weigh-in this morning, because today we did not skip the weigh-in, and the scales actually went down 2 pounds. So I was 11 stone on the scales, and finally we reached that 60. So even though it's 69.9, but still, so 69 kilos and 69.9 kilos. And 154.2 as far as I remember. So we are getting there, And I've started kind of worrying about one thing, which is basically when you lose weight quickly and then you go back to like normal eating, you tend to put on weight. So I've been advised to actually try and last few days before the holiday, maybe try and eat a bit more normal. So my last weigh-in is this coming Saturday in the group, and it's kind of important for me to definitely get to best results till that weigh-in. And then I'm thinking that perhaps we're gonna increase maybe slightly the amount of sins I'm having in a day, because sometimes I'm not having any sins. Sometimes I'm having about 10, sometimes I'm having nothing, or 5, 10. So yeah, I don't know what's happening to me, but yeah, I've stopped having ice lollies and all of this. I just feel in my head I'm just getting the pressure of like coming to that holiday, coming to wearing a bikini and things like this. But at the same time, I really don't want to go on my holiday and 3 days later have like 9 pounds up. That kind of defeats the objective. So yeah, we just need to be really wise about it, and possibly in the first few days don't go, well, at all don't go absolutely mental, but perhaps I need to slowly introduce the higher calories, or maybe try and have the best things I want to have in a smaller quantity. So gonna have to manage somehow, because I really cannot come back from this holiday with like 20 pounds up. I just can't do it. It's fine to, like, you know, enjoy yourself on holidays, but I have done it so many times that I've put on 6, 9, 12 pounds. I know it's fine, I'm gonna lose it, but it's just really annoying, isn't it? When you put so much effort to then just put it on again within a very short period of time. So, dinner tonight, I won't cook everything from scratch because I picked up in Iceland some of those chicken pork meatballs. So I'm thinking to make it sort of like Swedish meatball style, with some potato and cauliflower mash. By the way, I do that very often, where I just combine the cauliflower and potatoes together. Firstly, you add in a bit of speed vegetables if you are on Slimming World, and generally it's just healthier, isn't it? So, and I kind of really like the taste of it. So for me, it's like a double win. And since I've been doing that, my family really likes this a lot more than normal potato mash. So we're gonna do potato cauliflower mash, some meatballs with, let's say, gravy. I'm gonna use some mushrooms as well, so we're gonna make it a bit of mushroomy gravy. And then for myself, I wanted to make some Polish beetroot grated salad. And for my family who don't like beetroot as much as I do, I'm gonna just make some salad, some tomatoes, some cucumber, some stuff, whatever is in the fridge. So yeah, let's do that. So potatoes simmering, and now it's time for the cauliflower, and we've got some really pretty ones in Lincolnshire. Now for my beetroot salad, I'm gonna use obviously nice and peel here. It was actually a surprise for me when I first came to UK, and I saw in the vegetable section, firstly peeled potatoes, secondly peeled beetroot, whereas you don't really get that in Poland, maybe now, but no, I don't think so. So you just get very, very dirty potatoes with the skin on, and beetroot the same thing. So here it comes, just very nicely packed and peeled. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna grate it, and then we're gonna add a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onions, like 1 onion, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of vinegar, salt, pepper, and cayenne pepper, and that's like my addition. And normally, if I was on a diet, I would have added some sugar and a little bit of oil, just rapeseed oil, and that would be absolutely perfect. But I don't want to send it today, so I'm just gonna skip those. Also, if you have beetroot and you don't know what to do with it, I make really nice beetroot soup, or you could perhaps make the juice from a beetroot is really healthy, or even if you made it like into a smoothie, it's super high in iron as well, so really good for you. So beetroot is done, so I'm gonna chop some onions. I also need another 2 onions for my gravy. So I'm gonna do that at the same time. Should have taken a bigger knife, but yeah, it's okay. Do you tend to do that as well? Do you just use like a little knife in the kitchen and you just got one favorite, even though you've got thousands of different big and sharp knives? Don't know why I do that. Try and talk to you whilst I'm chopping onions. Hopefully I'm not gonna cry this time. I don't want my makeup all over the place. Yeah, that was a weird day today. So it was absolutely amazing weather this morning, and then it was raining, and at the moment it's just a bit cloudy, a bit of grim. Yeah. As usual, I'm snacking on my carrots. I also buy them ready-made, so I normally get them in Tesco. They are practically all the time 2 for 3. Sorry, other way around. 3 bags for £2. And there is 400 grams of carrots. So I use it for loads of different things. I don't always just peel and chop carrots, but I just use it in everything, or I just have it as a snack. And there are quite often times that I will just have the entire bag of it, just as you would with crisps. It's not quite the same, but it does help me. Okay, I'm already feeling like I want to cry. So one of the ways I've heard is to prevent you from crying when you're chopping onions is to actually look at the steam from the pan. So I'm going to do that now. So I suppose like water or something gets into your eyes and kind of cleans them. I don't know. Is this even logical? No idea. So onions for my beetroot are ready. Probably don't need that many. I'll probably put like 3/4 of an onion into this beetroot. And then some garlic. I'm gonna tell you my little secret. So I know it might be very lazy, but because I use such huge amounts of garlic, I found this little trick in Asian supermarket, and I buy those peeled garlic. So this is like a 1 kilo bag of fresh peeled garlic, and absolutely no idea how long it will actually last if you are using it not as often as I do. But for me, it never like gone off or anything, so it's really cool that you can buy a whole kilo of peeled garlic. Anyway, going back to my salad, I'm just pressing 4 cloves of garlic. I'm just gonna add it, and then we're just gonna go vinegar, just normal vinegar, distilled vinegar, that's what I use. Salt, pepper, and that's it. That's gonna be ready. Looked in the cupboard and I've got some apple cider vinegar, so I'm gonna use that instead. So just like a tablespoon of vinegar, some salt, and pepper. And I'm just gonna stir it. Yeah, pink salad is ready. Okay, and now for my gravy, I'm gonna chop another onion. God, hope I'm not gonna cry more than I am right now. Super strong these are. At least you know they are actually fresh and not been lying there for a long period of time. I often find that if I buy those, you know, those bags of like 10-15 kilos of onions, I have to like throw half of them. So I just don't bother anymore. Even though I use loads of onions, I would rather buy like 2-3 kilos in Waitrose, and I do keep them in the fridge as well. So I don't have a specific place to actually keep vegetables out of the fridge. I've started keeping my eggs out of the fridge because I've heard that they are much nicer for scrambled eggs and that the whites don't become rubbery. It's not that often that I get my scramble like they feel the whites are rubbery. By the way, I'm crying. I'm crying. Literally just one onion. I used to have this little device, you know, that you pull the string and it just chops your onions. And that was actually much better than doing it in the blender, because I do think that when you actually blend your onions and your garlic, they do sometimes become bittery. So it's always better to actually chop your onions. Now imagine if I was working in a restaurant. Jesus. I would be just crying all the time. Well, certainly I wouldn't be able to wear some makeup. Oof. Okay, I've done it. Let's just move them away. I'm gonna put them in the bowl so I don't look at them anymore. And then I'm gonna do some more garlic and mushrooms, whatever mushrooms I've got left. Maybe tiny bit of celery. I don't want to put too many vegetables so it changes the color. I would still like to keep like pretty light kind of looking gravy. It just looks somehow a little bit similar to the IKEA one, but obviously it's not going to taste the same as I'm adding mushrooms and things, and we're not gonna add flour. But if I don't add enough vegetables, it's just not gonna thicken up. So that's the dilemma I've got. Unless I'm gonna just add stock and just keep reducing it. So let's see what happens. Meatballs in Alex's sauce. Just gonna chop some mushroom and we're gonna go and cook it on the pan. And then potatoes should be ready really soon. Same with the cauliflower. I've put cauliflower to boil like about 10 minutes later than potatoes. I want the potatoes to be literally breaking. I've just stopped crying. Today I'm gonna use this one. I've not seen it before. It's a proper olive oil, yeah, from a decent brand, and it's got only 1 calorie per spray. So I'm thinking if I can find the oil one, then I'll try to use those, but it was more expensive than Frylight. And I normally try to get Frylight on offer, and recently it's just been for about like £2.70, whereas like Lidl and Aldi and B&M brand is about £1.29. However, this is actual olive oil, whereas others have a lot of different additives, yeah? So it's obviously a lot healthier to use this one. So I won't be going too crazy with it. But yeah, let's see how it actually tastes. Is it gonna change the flavor? Is it gonna be easier to fry? That's what I'm curious about, because I suppose it will be. So let's do like, I don't know. It's actually a lot easier to spray that than Frylight, so my finger is hurting a lot less. So I suppose it will be a lot easier to do a lot more sprays with this one. But again, it's just 1 calorie, yeah? So let's heat it up a little. That's already hot. So, onions. Oh, I miss that smell. Olive oil. And then I'm just gonna go straight away with mushroom and garlic, because mushroom is going to release some more water than onions, and it will basically be easier to cook it. So normally I try to like keep it in stages and not add everything at once. However, we need a little bit of moisture on this pan. You don't want to burn it. Mushroom started sweating a bit, and I'm gonna add a bit of salt, a bit of pepper, a bit of onion granules, and maybe some dry garlic as well. Mushrooms on the pan, you put in mushroom, thyme or rosemary goes really well with it, so I'm gonna add a little bit of thyme. It's gonna like bring out those flavors from the mushroom. I always buy pepper in Costco. It's a great quality one. And I just refill my meal. Instead of buying loads of little ones from normal supermarket. And they usually come in like a pack of 2, and that's like 400 grams. So you get 800 grams for I think £6. I'll have it for ages. Okay, that now smells pretty amazing. So those herbs, the seasoning really helps. And now, what I'm gonna do, because we've got the starchy water from potatoes, we've got the water from cauliflower, instead of just adding normal water, I'm just gonna add a bit of starchy water from my cooking potatoes and add it here. Because I'm hoping it's gonna help me thicken it up. So the primula I'm planning to add will be at the very end of cooking this. And I'm not actually going to add my meatballs into the pan. I'm gonna just pop them into air fryer for about 10 minutes. So for them not to be quite ready, but to keep that shape before I add them into my gravy. And whilst this all was cooking, I've just basically chopped some cucumbers, some tomato, and added salt, pepper, and yeah, that's it actually. And just the salad for everyone that doesn't necessarily like beetroot as much as I do. So I've added a little bit more starchy water from my potatoes, and I've added a whole big potato in here as well, and I kind of mashed it in there, so I'm hoping that it's going to give me a bit more thickness in there. And now I'm going to just add my tablespoon of my homemade veggie stock. Stir it in, let it cook for another like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna try and place it and see what happens basically. But they need to be properly cooked, otherwise it will be a bit grainy. I don't know if you ever these mushrooms, but they tend to do that if you not cook them properly. Okay, so let's just cover this. So my potatoes are cooked, cauliflower is cooked, so I've just added it into the blender. Yes, I know you shouldn't do it on the hot vegetables, but I don't have time to cool it down right now. So normally I would add a bit of milk, or maybe like a light spread or butter to my mashed potatoes, but this time, because my cauliflower will be a little bit liquidy and it's got some milk already, I'm just going to mash it as they come. So I'm just gonna add a tablespoon of primula cheddar one and just see if we need more. Testing it out. By the way, I've decided to just completely cook the meatballs in the air fryer and not actually bleach the gravy and just add it, so just have like mushroom meatballs with some mash and salad. We just need some salt. I think everything else is fine. It's got a nice cheddar flavor. Just need a bit of salt. When I say a bit, and then I put so much. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. So my meatballs are ready in the air fryer and they're nicely browned, and I'm just gonna add them to my mushroom sauce and just